Welcome back to In Focus with BOCRA. I'm Masako Jeremiah, and here with, again, is Mr. Aaron Nyalesi, Director of Broadcasting and Corporate Communications. Mr. Nyalesi, before the break, I indicated that I want us to now focus on the computer incident response team. Do we have a CIRT in Botswana? Where does it reside, and what is the role of such a team?
Thank you. Yes, we do have a computer incident response team. A computer incident response team, also called CIRT, CIRT. It's an international initiative, generally under the auspices of the International Telecommunication Union, that encourages all countries to ensure that they establish a national CIRT as well as sectoral CIRTs. This is a pool of expertise of ICT people that understand cybersecurity issues, that actually sit under one roof with all the necessary equipment to try and police the cyberspace in a country. These people's job on a 24-hour basis is to look at the latest trends of cyber criminal attacks, look at which countries are under attack, look at which sort of ICT activities are going on, so that they can then warn what are called constituents. Typically, your cyber security or national CIRT, say if you're taking a national CIRT in Botswana, you'd have a national CIRT under which there will be sectoral CIRT, maybe a CIRT for the communication sector, a CIRT for the financial sector, for instance, a CIRT for the security sector. Financial sector means all the banks or all the financial institutions would have their own little CIRT. The communication sector would have their own little CIRT. And then maybe the security forces like your BDF, your police and others would also have their own CIRT. All this will be coordinated by what is called a national CIRT, where there is a group of experts. These experts sit there, like I said, they've been given the proper equipment to be able to monitor the cyberspace. And every day they are able to tell you that yesterday the attacks were directed at Russia. Today they are directed at Mozambique, and therefore we are likely to have them in Botswana, and this is what we need to do. So that it's more often, if you like, initiative that the police do for neighborhood watch, where members of a particular sector would then be actually watching each other's back and sounding an alarm in advance if that happens. But in Botswana, currently what we have is a communication sector, which is a subset that looks after the communication sector. BOCRA established that with association with the International Telecommunication Union over a year ago. It is residing at the BOCRA office, which is in Pakalani, where there are trained experts that watch the space every day and can sound an alarm and alert other constituents about this. This is a CIRT. It is not only BOCRA that is participating in that. There are several constituents, there are several other people that are representing various subsectors that are actually participating in that. There is now talk of trying to establish a bigger national CIRT, having learned from a subsector CIRT for the communication sector, which is in existence, as I said, within BOCRA right now.
You mentioned that we are still yet to establish the national CIRT. Currently, would you say the country is protected from cyber attacks?
Yes, the country is protected. What we don't have, maybe it's a coordinated approach where we have one single entity that is looking at the country at large. Currently, everybody is looking after their own interests. As I said, every organization, every business would have its own network administrator. And it is a requirement that you have to ensure that your network is secure. And I'm sure a lot of people would agree with me, for instance, that the banking sector have secure networks. We go in there every day, we transact online, but we don't have as many incidents of losing our property, which means they are secure. As I said, the communication sector, luckily now, they have a CIRT that is under the the watch of BOCRA that covers all the rest of the communication sector. Similarly, we have people participating in our set, such as the security forces. Occasionally, they can come to us and say, can you monitor this area for us? And therefore, the protection is there, but it can be enhanced. I think that's where the issue is. We're learning from other countries. There has to be one national set that then can coordinate all the other sets to ensure that we are all kept on our toes.
Before we go on a break, Mr. Nyelisi, how frequently do we get attacked as a country, and where do these attacks come from?
This is the important question, and this is something that people don't get to see. But if you see how much we are getting attacked, you would be alarmed. You would probably be scared. If you go to the computer incidents response team that we have for the communication sector, that, as I said, at our office in Pakalan, and they show you their computers and the screens of what they see on a daily basis, it's alarming. They actually demonstrate it by way of arrows, like fireballs. You see arrows that are targeted at a particular country on a second by second basis. You see them changing from one country to the other country. And so these things come from anywhere in the world. You can't point a finger at any particular country. They are done by criminals from all over the place, and they have various motivations for doing it. Some of them just want ransom. Some of them wants to disable your system, and they ask you to pay them money so that they can allow you to proceed with your life and things like that. But we get attacked every second.
Thank you. Let's go grab a glass of water, and then we will continue the topic on cybersecurity. But this time around, I want us to focus on cyber protection.